Well, good morning, Roy.
Good morning. Good morning. Little surprise first appearance.
Yeah, Roy was supposed to actually be out today. His son has a play, a Christmas program, which is so nice, so sweet.
So
Roy's
nice.
a and so he's got to bail out early today. Uh, I was planning on doing this solo for about an hour or so, but Roy surprised me with a little
Yeah,
early visit.
get a little pep in your step.
I appreciate you hopping in.
Yeah,
We
man.
took along this morning, missed my take profit by one tick.
Mm.
One tick. First on me stopped me out. And then now we are in the short. We started out with two. We were down to one. We scaled one. We're trying to get this breakdown here. To get this last one filled, that'll give us a $200 day. That'll make the opening really interesting if we can get this. We're only a few ticks away from it. So I don't really want to go through economic data, but we did have some yesterday. Had J Powell wearing a purple tie. We all know what purple tie means. Purple tie means J Powell is going to be hawkish, and J Powell is hawkish. So there's that. So the market did not like what he had to say about rate cuts next year. Or they're saying two rate cuts now, Roy, is what they're banking in.
Yeah, and
Possibly.
that was really the kicker. I mean, that the market essentially threw a pretty big tantrum on that. They expected 3 to 4 and they got 2. But
Yeah.
in typical J Powell fashion, he didn't really answer he didn't really commit to that as well. He was very, yeah, we do these projections but we're really just going data by data. So he kind of dismissed the importance of just 2 rate cuts next year. But
Right. Yeah.
obviously the market, the fact that it was even an idea threw a tantrum, and boy did it throw a tantrum. I mean, it that we were saying on the stream yesterday, 6,100 was the could we get a retest of 6,100? And you got to retest 6,100, and then you got a lot more than that as well. Yeah,
If you look right now, we're trading at 59.7650. So
yeah, yeah. So
yeah.
three.
Me and
Oh,
Roy actually we hopped on with each other. I wasn't gonna watch it, but I said, you know what, it'd be fun. Me and Roy watch it together. So me and
yeah.
Roy watched it together and kind of had our thoughts on it. And I traded
Wow.
Roy watched it. I traded a practice account with one lot, and what a little over what did we make on that thing, Roy? 2,000, a little over
Two
$2,000.
grand. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, one lot at a time. So that shows you uh, the power of FOMC. Now we hadn't had a move like that, and I think they said the last big move we had like that was in 2020. So
Yeah, I mean that
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 tells you
was
that tells you how long it's been. So
I mean from before FOMC, your candle was at 61.38, and then the low a day was 59.06.
wow,
So, yeah, 230 plus points
yeah, that's
um,
a heck of a move.
in in 2 hours, 3 hours. So,
Yeah, it makes for a interesting interesting day today. You did have some job data come out. So U.S. initial job claims came out at 220. Forecast was 230,000. Previous was 242. So that jobless claims came down. GDP quarter over quarter came in 3.1.
yeah,
Forecast was 2.8, and then previous is 2.8. So
yeah, that GDP number was pretty strong, um,
yeah,
and I think that's why you got an initial pop on the data, and then it kind of got. And granted, you had a pop overnight, um,
yeah,
given the range we've been in. I mean, everybody's charts are getting adjusted right now and trying to create new levels, um, and some old levels are obviously showing back up of importance. But It was a historic day for sure. That was a powerful move down, and now we'll see if the dip buyers are still around. A lot of liquidations in the crypto world, a lot of margin calls in the stock.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you were over leveraged yesterday, you got punished, or on the wrong side of the leverage, you got punished. Um,
Well, you had your also. I know you're going. I don't know if you have time to run through your Mag 7 stuff, but if you look at Mag 7 this morning, they all got hit really hard yesterday, and all making a decent rebound this morning. So
yeah, let me kind of go through and getting a good candle here on ES.
yeah,
Mag 7, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Apple 0.26 down. Nvidia dip is getting bought. It's up 2.5%, 132. It actually held up pretty well compared to everybody else yesterday. It wasn't until the end that it kind of got flushed, but it held up pretty good. Microsoft's up 0.77%. Google's up 1.41%, back over 190. Amazon up a percent. Meta up 1.5%, back over 600 at 607. Tesla up 2.5%, back over 450. So yeah, you got a very good rebound forming. AMD's even green. I mean, what is going on? It's up 1.5%.
we know what's going to
Bitcoin's up.
happen.
We do. Bitcoin's up 2%. So coin got thrashed, but it's up 4.5%. I mean, the coin move was pretty amazing. Obviously SPY and all that, but your coin was at 310, and we talked about that 310 level for weeks now, and we said if we can't hold it, break. I mean, it didn't hold it, and then the market sold off. Bitcoin obviously had that negative comment from Jerome Powell, and it dropped all the way down to what's that, 275 during the open session. I mean, just huge moves. Micron reported after hours. They did not report well. That is a bad day to not report well. So they got trounced in the after hours all the way down to, I think the low they hit was 85. Yeah. So they got hit pretty hard. They're at 92, down 11% overnight. But some of these other names you're seeing BBAI up 13% from its drop. So it dropped 8% yesterday, and it's up 13% today. So you're seeing the dip getting bought. This one puzzling. This is your TNX. So TNX actually gapped up while Jay Powell was talking and the rate cut decision was happening. It gapped from 438 to 442 and just kept going and closed right under 450. And now we've gapped up above 450. So we're at 454. That's not good. So something to keep an eye on there as rates are getting cut. 10-year yields going up. Dixie 108. So we broke the 107. Jay Powell said, "All right, I got it," and we've ripped higher based on FOMC. We kind of gapped down this morning, but not anywhere near levels of panic. So Dixie's holding 108 right now. It's kind of battling it. And it looks like that ES pop was pretty strong.
Yeah.
All my charts are all scaled oddly, but that's a stick.
Yeah, so, it stopped me out. So that trade I was in, it ended up getting $60 on it. So it finished green. Why you take profit early? It is what it is.
Little green.
Chip away.
Yeah, I would say, and I've got about probably a couple of minutes here left. I would say it's going to be all about how much of the dip buying is happening and how much of the big money wants out. That news yesterday was not good, and then you saw the market throw the tantrum. Now Do you get the continuation of the selling? Is this overnight session just kind of a, blah type deal? The real money comes in at the open. So
Yeah, personally, I think we're going to. I think you're going to see a trend up day today. I think the market overreacted yesterday. No, do I think it's getting back up to highs? No, not right now. No, today, no. But I mean, you could definitely see a nice little trend up today, in my opinion. So it's holding this 200 here. I know we were getting close to open, but I'm going to actually see if it can fill one there, and then we won't. If we see an opportunity to add, we will. If not, we'll take this one. So 95 is right there. You got orders where my take profit is. You come up here to 95, and you can see you got orders above there. You got these that have to move up to go with it. But if those move up, you could definitely see a runner up to possibly even 6,000 by open, or open might take us to 6,000. We're still continuing this little trend up.
You got a candle by candle here on the 5-minute. So it actually is not a bad long, in my opinion, from that standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty safe one. So I went with one. I did scale back instead of taking 2 or 3. Decided to take one. This pre-market. So if this was in regular market, I would take 2. But being pre-market, we want to be a little safer. You got a big red line across 59.96 now. So watch that area up there. See if it goes towards that direction. You got a couple hundred orders sitting at 6,000 too. So 6,000 could be a target, short-term target here. But it is what it is. Roy, we are not getting any views today, so don't know what's up with that.
Everybody got liquidated.
I think yesterday might have been worse than what we thought it was.
It was for all you wrestling fans out there, slobber knocker.
Well, here's my deal with FOMC. Roy knows how I feel about it. We've traded in the past. Going forward, I'm not trading any funded accounts on, or probably any combines during FOMC. I hit a practice account and just kind of feel the urge to see what we could have done. And of course, when you see you could have made $2,000, you're like, well, but would you have made that same $2,000 if you was using real money? That's the thing. That's when that emotion comes in. So probably not. We probably would have made $500 locked account, called it a day, and been happy as we could have been. But it is what it is. I would rather not take the risk if I don't have to. And I think we discussed this in our Discord a little bit yesterday. Like, hey, it's you don't have to risk. You don't have to trade this. It's not. And I would suggest everybody not to trade it, to be honest with you. But some people like the adrenaline of the gamble, and the practice account won't fulfill it for them. So, you do you. But me personally, I'm not going to trade.
It becomes is it entertainment or is it a financial gain, right? So,
yeah.
If you feel the need to trade during it, and by all accounts, I do as well. I have that need, but it is gambling, which gambling is entertainment. It's not a job, so you got to treat it like a job.
Yeah, when you're trading stuff like that with that volatility, you do have some levels that do play out, but a lot of your levels get blown through. So, it is more of a gamble, in my opinion. And I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody that does trade it, but I don't. So I would suggest you not either. But like I said, you do you.
All right, with that, man, I'm gonna pop off. Hopefully get some viewers, but see if you can get yourself a nice trade.
I appreciate you hopping on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. If we don't have some viewers here pretty shortly, I'm on. Hey, appreciate everybody, but Thursday, it's got stuff we have to do on Thursday. So
yeah, if I'm back, I'll probably be back around 11:30 noon. Obviously that's after the stream, what have you. But if we want to pop on, just do some sports picks or something like that, chat about the rest of the day, I'm more than happy to do that. So we'll be in
All right.
touch.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir. What
all right, mate.
have to play?
Yeah, I'll enjoy it. I'll give you all the updates.
Thank you, sir. I
Take it
appreciate it.
easy,
Can't
bud.
wait.
All
I
right,
see
man.
you.
Bye.
Well, now it's just me. Like I said, we got no views, so we get closer to open. We still got no views. I'm gonna pop off this thing. So, Roy did that. There we go. Let's pull mine up. Roy was leaving and was taking his chart away and didn't realize that his chart was up still. So it's all good. All good. I'm sitting there talking to myself. This is back in the days when I had to make a video for another company to show them why I traded what I traded. That's neither here nor there. But I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I'm going to do a lot of watching. If I see something, I'll talk about it. But other than that, I'm not going to sit here and blab the whole time I'm doing this. Just reading some headlines over here. Trump would support abolishing the debt ceiling. SMCI, NVIDIA, the U.S. prompts at NVIDIA and Supermicro probe into how chips ended up in China. That's interesting. Hong Kong dinosaur fossil shows opens on Friday. Chance to see experts at work. So if you are in China, go see the dinosaurs. My son would love that. He's an anthropology major at Ole Miss right now. So, of course, Vic soars 75% Wednesday's bloodbath. It is the meltdown just beginning? That's the question they asked on MSNBC. We don't know. We don't care. We're going to trade what we see, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes here. If we don't have anybody in, I am going to hop off. This is the first time we have nobody pop in. Well, all right, I think I'm going to hop off here. Nobody's on here. We'll give it 20 minutes. Nobody's on in 20 minutes. We're hopping off. Oh, we got somebody on. Hey, welcome, whoever you are. I was just fixing that call today because we had nobody in here this morning. Roy had to go to his son's Christmas play today, so Christmas program. So we'll see. I'm in along here when this 200 was holding. I was hoping it was going to go up and take us out before we got to open, but couldn't continue the momentum. We did have a candle by candle play there that hadn't played all the way out yet. So that's what we're kind of waiting on. Who do we have with us today? Who's joined? Who's in the live? Who's here? Let's see. You got VIX popping up a little bit. VIX, had that huge huge move yesterday. Then it gapped down this morning. And it's kind of right back at where it gapped down, a little below where it gapped down to. So kind of working itself slowly back up. We need it to drop back down. It is at 2138 right now. So 2138. Hopefully this trade might pop to 6,000 open. That would be a nice move. I don't know if we should go on and just put it up there. Oh. Let's see what we got at 6,000. We'll put it 59.99.50. See if we can get that move up. We're going to move this up. We're not going to risk as much now. Since we're up here, we get a pullback below the 21. We're pretty dead anyway, so we'll let this play out, see what it does. This might be the end of our day on our XFA here. We shall see. There's a nice little pop. Need more of a pop, but nice little pop there. Needs to follow it through now. Break that high. So you're watching this area right here, this 92.75. It can break that. Then we should see that run towards 6,000. Yeah, CVD is at 96.70 now. It came down all the way back down to 8,000. It's kind of popped back up. Oh, I just can't get the move I want to get out of it. I really don't want to see a bearish candle up here. Right now, just wicks kind of seeing a little bit, but we know these don't always play out. We are where we are now. Let's see. Checking email. I'm not going to talk nonstop, guys, so we will have some dead time here if anybody cares, because we don't really have anything moving. Sure would like this to pop up above that high there, though. I'd move it up. Move the stop up with it then at that point. We got about 7 minutes till open. About 7 minutes to open. We're watching, see if any news comes across. That's the main thing right now that could affect anything. But let's see. This candle here shows some strength. You look here, you see you had decent volume. You had a lot of volume coming here on the downside. This thing pushed up and pushed all the way down to 0.75, and then you saw a lot of volume come at the end and push it up, and you saw that volume continue in this candle to push it up. So this is pre-market, so anything could happen. CVD's actually come back a little bit to 89. It was 91 just a second ago. So interesting. See if this is going to reverse back down now. Hopefully it doesn't, but anything can happen. Anything could happen. We've got 6 minutes to open. So we're definitely going to make it through open. We'll probably finish this trade out and then probably call it a day for the stream. I don't mind hanging out with you guys, but I don't like to sit here and just talk to myself either. So I usually do that inside my head. I don't do it out loud. When you do it out loud is when you got problems, right? We're just watching and seeing, and hopefully we get a break up here of this high. And we could get a hard rejection as soon as it opens too. So typically this 5 minute candle kind of gives you a move. So we'll see if we can get some volume in this last 5 minute candle right before open. Hey, good morning, Zone. Good morning. I'm here by myself. Roy had a Christmas play to go to. So just hanging out here and along to see if this will play out. If it does, we'll probably call it a day. If it doesn't, we'll probably call it a day anyway. So I'm not going to overtrade it. If we lose this one, we'll just have us a little red day. We'll have a big red day. We might look to this afternoon. So we got this last 5 minute candle here. Like I said, typically we get a nice little move in here. Let's see if we get a reversal or continuation here on it. We're just chopped around in it. CVD's come back to 86, 87. So we're there. Let's see. Hadn't had, of course, Tide hadn't opened yet. I'll give you that update when it opens. Of course, when it opens, it's all over the place. So who knows what the early readings is going to be on it. Would love to get a pop above this high here, though, at open. That would get that continuation. Maybe we could test that 6,000 is where I would like to test. And that is where I have my take profit at, too. So we're waiting to move the stop up. If we can get this break of 92.75, then we'll move the stop up to break even. Then we'll try to trail it up. Hopefully all the way up to 6,000. That would be the perfect scenario. So we got 2.5 minutes. I'm sorry. Yeah, 3.5 minutes to open. Sorry. 3.5 minutes here. So we're watching this candle. This is actually a decent candle. CBD's not really moving up with it. 87, 8,800. So kind of chilling. No new news coming out yet. Move my cursor up. That way it doesn't stop it early. You're right. So I said we didn't even have a chance to decide what to shop on this dip. Quick rebound. It was a quick rebound. We was talking about it this morning. You look at your Mag 7 and everything is finished pretty red yesterday, and everything is opening up 1% or better green, except Apple. Apple's still a little red. Apple's right around flat, 0.25. So hadn't seen the big sell-off. Nvidia did hold up good. They were down yesterday, popped back up this morning. Held up better than most did from what we were looking at Roy's charts earlier in the early morning part. Mag 7. Now that's what, and another thing with that zone, I was watching that yesterday when that big drop, and I had a buddy text me and asked me, he's like, what does this mean? I said, it means we got stuff on sale. Buy quick. Let's load up some stuff. I didn't know it was going to be that quick. I thought we would do a little more. We are still down overall. I mean, S&P, you look, we were 61.48 yesterday, and we're trading at 59.90 this morning, so we were 160 points so away. Got a minute and a half till open now. And this last 5-minute candle did kind of what I thought it was going to do. The question is, can we get this break and this pop to 6,000? That would be like I said, my ideal situation to happen. But yeah, we lost everybody. We're fixing to cut this thing today. Lost zone, lost everybody. Nobody wants to hear me talk. Well, next week, I was going to tell everybody, if you do watch this later, next week will be an abbreviated schedule because of Christmas. We will live stream on Monday, and I think Monday might be the only day next week because you got Christmas Eve on Tuesday, and that's when my family does all their stuff. Christmas on a Wednesday. I think Roy said he's traveling that Thursday, so. And volume is probably going to be not the best either. And then we'll look at New Year's week next week and kind of give y'all a schedule on that too. We're going to make this trade in the open, and then we will hop off here after this trade closes. Hopefully it don't come back down. I'm not liking this rejection up here so far, but let's see if they can pop it at open. We got 10 seconds till open, so here we go. You'll all see it with me. Probably should have took that 200 something bucks, but we'll see. Not liking this start at all. Hopefully that 21 holds. It's not going to hold. It's going to come right down through it. It's going to break down and stop us out. There you go. Well, guys, that is it for me today. We will catch you guys tomorrow.